Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and creatures of the Covenant. It is me, Phantom Arbiter, your guide to all things internet. I just got done recording this video about the Twitch Thought scandal, and I received this news regarding the FNTASTIC Studio. This is directly from the FNTASTIC Twitter. You can see here. This is FNTASTIC HQ official statement for the day before. Today we announced the closure of FNTASTIC Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially. You don't say. And we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. We invested all our efforts, resources, and man-hours into the development of the day before, which was our first huge game. For your first huge game, why would you cobble together a bunch of other people's assets into a barely working prototype and sell it at $40 on Steam? That seems like a very unintelligent decision. You see, chat, this is the classical equation of fuck around and find out. They fucked around, so they found out. It's really quite simple, chat. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game. Do not release a game until you are certain that you are at least very close to its full potential. Release and then fix it later is a shit strategy. It has always been a shit strategy, and it will always be a shit strategy. Chat, do not fall for games who release broken and patch themselves into being acceptable. But unfortunately, we don't have the funding to continue the work. Thank you, Jesus. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. I do not care how long you worked for and how many sleepless nights there were. You don't take other people's assets and sell them in a bundle, essentially, for $40 on Steam. That's really what they did, was they bundled assets and sold them on Steam in one game. I have heard rumors that even the story was a marketplace asset that they used. Even the story. That is low, chat. At the moment, the future of the day before and prop night is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately, we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. To that, I actually agree. For once, I agree with something FNTASTIC has to say. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. Making me agree with facts here. There's nothing else you have to say of merit. It's pretty tragic, chat. We're grateful to everyone who supported us during these difficult years. It's been a fantastic journey over the past 8 years. And then they have a list of their achievements. 2015, opening of the studio. 2017, release of The Wild 8. 2018, release of Dead Dozen. 2018, release of Radiant 1. 2021, release of Prop Night. 2023, release of The Day Before. So this is one other thing that I would like to cover, chat. Something I'd like to point out is the scale of releases. You have a game released in 2015, then 2 years released a game in 2017. Then 1 year after that, you release a game in 2018. In the same year, you release another game. Then 3 years to release Prop Night and 2 to release The Day Before. Even with Call of Duty back in its heyday, in the golden age of Call of Duty, when you had COD releasing every single year, you had multiple studios working on a multi-year development cycle. One studio would release a COD game, then the next year it would be the other studio's turn to release a COD game, and they would go back and forth. I'm not super clear on the details. There could have been 3 studios, or could have been 2. I'm not a COD fanboy. I don't know these facts, but I do know that there were multiple studios working on COD games, and they would stagger their releases so that each studio had a maximal amount of development time. You are not going to ever convince me that you managed to make 2 full games in 1 year without pulling some sort of weird bullshit like asset flip. This was a scummy studio. This studio deserves bankruptcy. As I said in my last video, you should not buy any of their games until they go bankrupt. And when they go bankrupt, you should laugh at them and continue not buying any of their games. So here they are. They went bankrupt. Now let's laugh at them. Fuck you, FNTASTIC. Thank you. It's been a good ride. See you later, chat.